Welcome back to my channel. So here we are going to start with a new topic, that is sketching the graph. Most of the students have problem in this, so I just try to help you out. It's just a brief and a quick revision for you all for the exam that is going to happen. So most of the time I am covering the extended portion of 0580 code, paper 41, 42 and 43 itself. So please refer that. This type of questions that I'm discussing is not for now, it is not for core. We'll also discuss for core questions also later on. So we are going to discuss a topic that is sketching the graph. Sketch the graph. Take out your pencil and your pen, just note it down these things, because at the last you need to revise it back. So sketch the graph, we'll be discussing the line graph, we'll be discussing the curve graph also. So let me start with the line graph. First of all, you should know some of the basics of the line graph to do any type of questions related to this. Line graph, let's say we have a line. Okay, let's say I am taking one line over here. This is my line L. Okay, so if in the question they are asking you to find equation of line L, and they have given you certain coordinate. Let's say this is let me give you let me take a proper line for you so that it will be easy for you to understand first, then we can discuss the difficult question. So let's say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 1 over here, and this is 2 over here, this is 3, like that. Okay, so okay, you know that this is x coordinate and this is y coordinate here. So if we are asked to find out the equation of this line L, okay, so how can you find out the equation of this line? So you should know one thing actually. The line equation is always written in the format y equals to mx plus c. Keep it in mind. The equation of line is always written in the format of y equals to mx plus c, where c is what? Where c is equals to the line cuts y-axis. What is C? Where the line L cuts the y-axis. Can you see? The line L cuts the y-axis. This is y-axis. Can you see this line? Y-axis, vertical line. Okay, it cuts the y-axis at 2. So that is C, right? So it's very clear that y equals to mx plus c is what now? 2, right? Now our task is to find out the m. What is m now? Always the line, wherever it if it cuts the y-axis, that becomes c. And let's talk about m now. What is m? M is also called as gradient. It can be also written in this format: rise upon run. Okay, and many of the book also gives you in this way: rise should always be positive and run can be positive and negative both, not an issue, but rise, take it as positive. So what is m actually? M is nothing, rise over run. For example, this is a line. Okay, so let me pick a point from here. So how much unit it's going up and how much unit it's going right side to meet the line. See, I'm not going to take this line because it's not meeting my line, right? Instead of that, I'll be trying some points till here so that I can even meet the line, right? I'll not go beyond this line so that it is not even meeting my line, right? Try to it can be extended and done, but try to take some proper integers so that it will be easy for you. So rise, we can calculate this using the graph, the values that is given, and this is called as rise. Okay, and this should be always positive. It should always be positive. It should be going top side. Keep it in mind that if you are going up, it is rise, it's positive. Sorry, if you are going up, it's positive. If you are going down, it's negative. If you are going right, it's positive. If you are going left, it's negative. Okay, so if I'm going up right side, if I'm going up, it's positive. If I'm going right side, it is also positive. Run is also positive and rise is also positive. Now let's come back to the question. Okay, here M is rise over run. So we have to find out how much unit it's being rising. Let me give you a different color here. This one green. So how much unit it's going up and how much unit it's going right side touching the line. That's what we need actually, because if I stop here it is not touching the line, right? I have to stop here, it's touching the line, and I'm going upward. Right should always be positive, that's why I'm going upward, right? How much unit it's going upward? From 2 to 3 it's going plus 1, right? 1 unit it's going upward, and how many units it's going right side? See, till here it's 1 and this is 2, so 2 unit it's going right side. See, I'm taking plus 2 and plus 1 because it's going upward. Upward is positive and right side is also positive. Downside is negative and left side is negative. Okay, keep it in mind. So let me continue the question. So here M is going to be equals to what? Now M is equals to how much unit it's going up? It's going 1 unit to positive up plus 1 and 1 unit 2 unit to the right side. So M is equals to 1 by 2. So what is your answer here? 1 by 2 x plus 2. So y equals to 1 by 2 x plus of 2. This is the equation of this line that is passing through point 2. Keep it in mind. Let me give you one more example so that it will be much more easy for you. Let's say this is the axis here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Let's say the line crosses like this one. Okay, give you another thing to do it. Okay, so the line crosses from 1 over here, and okay, let's say this is 2, this is also over here, so this is also 2 here. Okay, this is 1, let's say like that. So what happens here, if in the question they are asking us to find out the equation of line of this line. Okay, I already explained you the equation of line is what? Y equals to mx plus c. And what is c? C is the point where the line cuts the y-axis, right? This is the point where the line cuts the y-axis. It's straightforward answer. Y equals to mx plus c is what? 1, because it's going to cut it as actually cutting the y-axis at 1, right? Now our task is to find out the value of m, right? And m, I told you, rise over run, and always take rise as positive and run can be negative, means left side can also go, right side also can go. So this is what I'm trying to help you. M, right? We already got C. So I told you rise should always be positive, so go up, right? From this point go up, and you have to go up in such a way that it is like you will it should be an integer, right? Keep it in mind, you should go for an integer value, right? I'll show you some graphs so that it will be easy for you. And I'm going from here 1, this is 1, right? I told you 1, this is 1, and going 1 unit to above means positive, and 2 unit to the left, right? From here, right, it's 2 unit to negative. So I'm going 1 unit to positive and 2 unit to negative. What is the value of m now here? So m equals to 1 unit above, rise is 1 unit plus 1, and 2 unit to negative, right? So for conclusion we can say that minus 1 by 2 or 1 by minus 2 you can write. So what is your final answer? Your final answer will be minus 1 by 2 x plus of 1. So this will be the equation of line. And also you should note that why this line has negative, right? If the line is going like this one, right, positive, it should be positive line. If the line goes downside, it will be a negative line. Keep it in mind. Okay, that's why this line has magnitude as positive, plus of 1 by 2 x square, 1 by 2 x, sorry, and this line has negative of 1 by 2 x. So I believe the line concept is clear. So let's take one question based on this one. Also I'll try to help you in one of the another type of the thing, that question the exam usually asks, that is, if the line is crossly going like that, then it will touch the uh, y-axis, and that we can say as the value of c. But let's say if the line is not touching the y-axis, okay, the line is parallel to y-axis. Now it's a parallel line, okay, it's parallel to y-axis, and this is 2. Let's say this is 2 and this is 4, like that. So what will be the equation of this line? If they ask you what will be the equation of line L, what will be the equation of line L? So it's direct, x equals to 2, right? You can write the value of the line, the equation of the line is x equals to 2. Okay, if the line is parallel to y-axis, then value of x will be equals to, the line is crossing from 2, right? That's why it is being like called as x equals to 2 line. For example, if the line passes through 1, 2 and 3 here, so what will be the equation of this line? The equation of this line is x equals to 3. Okay, let's say the line, let's say this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and the line is passing through like this one, and this point is 2, this is 1. So what is the equation of this line? Equation of this line will be what? This here, because the line touches the y-axis, so it will be y equals to 2. Okay, and let's say the line passes here, it's negative 2 now. Okay, this is y, this is x. So what is the equation of this line L? So you'll be writing y equals to minus of 2. Okay, keep it in mind, if the lines are parallel to x-axis and y-axis, there will be no c. C will be not there because definitely it is not going to cross through y-axis. So equation of line for this one is y equals to 2, equation of line for this one is y equals to minus 2, and this is x equals to 2, and this is x equals to 3. So these things you have to keep it in mind to solve any kind of the line equation. Okay, let's do some questions based on this one. This is one of the question I took from one of the past paper here. You are asked to find out the equation of this line. This is a line L, you can see this is the line L they have given here, and you have to find out the equation of this line. As I told you, equation of line is written in y equals to mx plus c, right? And what is c? C is the point where the line cuts the y-axis. It's very clear that this line is being cutting the y-axis at point 3, right? Y equals to 3. So what is the value of c? It's very clear, we can write the value of c as 3, right? Now what is our next task to find out? Our task to find out m. So m is what? M is what? Rise divided by run, right? As I told you, rise should always be positive and run can be positive and negative also, no issue in that. So let's find out what should be the actual rise and what should be the run. See, if I start from this point, let's say if I start from this point, and if I try to rise over here till here, and if I go to left side, right, to meet the line, right, so I'm going 1 unit to 1 unit to above, and you can't predict this one because it's just a half of the line. It's very difficult to identify where we are going, right? And don't use such type of coordinates where we don't have any proper answer. Now, decimal don't use, especially in the line case. So where you have to go, instead of going here till here, you should have went till here, right? So it is very clear that it's going 2 unit above, plus 2 unit. As I told you, rise should be positive, so I'm going upward. And how much unit it's going left? It's going 1 unit, 0 to 1. It's going 1 unit to negative, right? 1 unit to negative. It's going 2 unit positive and 1 unit it's going negative. So m is what? 2 unit it's going up. So rise 2 unit plus 2 and run negative 1. Okay, so what will be the equation of line y equals to 2, or you can write minus of 2 because 2 by minus 1 can be written as minus 2. Okay, so m is equals to minus 2, minus 2x plus of 3. So this will be your equation of line. I guess you understand how to find out the equation of line. You can try some more questions from your past paper to make it much more easier. So let me tell you the another thing that you should know. Okay, so these are the basics actually you should really remember to crack the exam. And now let's come back to again the line. Let's say this is a line I'm drawing here. Let's say this is the line I'm drawing here, and this crosses through -1 over here, and the gradient of this line is 1 and 2. Let's say this is 2. Okay, let's say this is 2. So the equation of line is what? Y equals to mx plus c, and magnitude is, because it's going 1 unit to above and 2 unit to the right side, so it has 1 by 2x, and it's going uh, passing through -1, so I'll be writing minus of 1. Okay, so if I ask you write another equation of a line, write another equation of the line that is parallel to this line. Okay, let's say this is L, parallel to this line L. How can you write the another equation of line that is parallel to this line L? You should be very clear that whatever line is parallel to this one, it can be here, it can be here, it can be anywhere in this graph, right? Whenever the lines are parallel to each other, magnitude will be same. Magnitude means rise and run, rise and run, rise here and run over there. So magnitude will always be same for any of the parallel line. You can draw anywhere the parallel lines to this black L line L. Let's say this is M, this is S, this is R, this is K, this is line like that. Let me name it. So all these M, S, R, K line that is parallel to line L will have the same magnitude. What is that? So magnitude of line M, S, R, K is equals to what? M, S, R, K line magnitude or gradient, that is what I meant actually, that is M. For all these value, M equals to what? 1 by 2, because line L also has 1 by 2 as the gradient or magnitude. So what is the difference actually? The difference is only where the line cuts. Where the line cuts. The line is cutting over here. It is cutting. Let's say this is minus of 3. I don't know. Let's say this is minus of 3. Let's say this is minus of 6, and this is minus of 10. So here every line has equation different. Y equals to 1 by 2 x minus of 10. This is the equation of this line. Y equals to 1 by 2 x minus of 6. This is the equation of line. Y equals to 1 by 2 x minus of 3. And here, if it, let's say this is passing through 2 here, so let's say and then equation of line of this one will be y equals to 1 by 2 x plus of 2. Okay, so whenever the lines are parallel to each other, the magnitude will be same. Okay, and what will be the difference? C, because C is the point where the line cuts the y-axis. It will be different, so equation of the line will be changing when they are parallel, but only it will affect the value of C. This is the case of a parallel line. What if the lines are perpendicular? What if the lines are perpendicular? Let's say I'm taking one line here like this. By seeing only, you should identify that this line is negative line because it's going downward, right? It's a negative line. Negative line always fall downside, okay, and positive line always go upside. Keep it in mind. So this is a negative line. Without telling, you can identify it. And let's say the let us assume the gradient of this line or magnitude of this line as let me make the line much more clear to you so that it will be easy for you to understand. Let's take some coordinates also. uh, Let me take 1 over here, this is 2, this is -1, this is -2, 1 2 3, -1 -2, like that. Okay, it will be easy for you to understand. Let's say I'm drawing a coordinate. The line is dropping from here like this. Okay, let's say this is the line L, and you know that the equation of line for this one is very clear, that is y equals to magnitude is what, you can guess it easily now. I believe you understood. Rise, it's 2 unit to above and 1 unit to the left, right? It's 2 unit to +2, that's why I wrote +2, and 1 unit to left side, so -1. So what I'll write m as 2 unit to above and 1 unit to the left side, -1. X plus of c is what? C is the line where it cuts the y-axis, that is 2. So instead of this, you can write minus of 2x plus of 2. So it's very clear. The equation of line is minus of 2x plus of 2. Let me take another line that is parallel to this line. That is parallel to this line. Let's say the line is parallel like this. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say the line is parallel and another line is parallel and passing through coordinate 2, 1. But yeah, that's fine. But if they are giving us the coordinate, so that's again fine. If they are asking in the question, if they are asking this is an equation of the line, I'll tell you one thing. Actually, if another line is passing through here, we will be doing that question, that type of question also. Let's say this is the line. Okay, uh, this is line M. Okay, so this passes from here, and what will be the I'll change because M I will be taking it again. Let's say this is P, line P. So what will be the magnitude of line P? What will be the magnitude? Actually, I'm trying to help you, because when we have the parallel lines, the magnitude was same as the original line. Here, will the magnitude of line P will be same as L or different? Definitely it will be different, right? Because this line is positive line and this line is negative line, so definitely it will be different, right? This is like going like this. The P line is going upward, it will be having positive magnitude, and this line L is going downside, it will be having negative magnitude. Definitely it is different. So how to find out that one? Let's find it out. So you know that magnitude of this line, the line L, is equals to minus of 2, correct? To find out the magnitude of line L or gradient, that's what I meant, magnitude or gradient of line P. This is our target. So you just have to remember a simple formula, that is m1 times m2 equals to -1. Keep it in mind. M1 is the magnitude of the first line, M2 is the magnitude of the second line, and that is equals to -1 when the lines are perpendicular to each other. I did not say it one word, that is perpendicular. Whenever the lines are perpendicular, when two lines, the line L and P, are perpendicular to each other, this relation you have to keep it in mind. Magnitude of the first line and magnitude of the second line that is perpendicular to each other will be equals to -1. Magnitude 1 times m1 times m2 equals to -1. You have to keep this in mind. So what is m1 here? Substitute the value of m1. M1 is -2. What is m2 now? M2, let's find out. So m2 will be very simple, -1 by -2. Divide, this goes down, right? So minus minus cancelled, m2 will be 1 by 2, correct? So magnitude of the first line was -2, but the magnitude of the second line is 1 by 2, correct? So it's different, right? 1 by 2 of x, correct? 1 by 2 of x. So if you want to find out the equation of the perpendicular line, that is p, so magnitude is definitely different, right? And we can also find out the coordinate where it passes through y-axis. So let us do some questions based on this so that it will be much more easy. I'll be giving you perpendicular question that is asked before. This is one of the question. So here the question says a line perpendicular to line L passes through point this one. Okay, so this is the same line. I'll be like erasing some of the parts that I have done it here. So there is a line that is perpendicular to this line and passes through point 3 comma minus 1. Let's say 3 comma minus 1 is here, right? This is the point. There is one line that is passing through this one and it is also perpendicular to this one, right? Perpendicular means what? Exactly 90 degree to this one. So it will be like somewhere like if I draw, it will be like exactly but let's find out using the coordinate. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, this is the point 3 comma minus 1. Let me find out for you. So as I told you that whenever the lines are perpendicular to each other, you have to keep it in mind one relation, m1 times m2 equals to minus 1. Okay, so what is m1? Because they are asking the equation related, the line should be perpendicular related to line L. So the m2 will be actually uh, m1 will be the magnitude of the line L and m2 will be the magnitude of the perpendicular line that we need actually. So m1 is what we got it here, that is minus of 2. m2 can be easily find out by making m2 as a subject, right? So m2 will be equals to 1 by 2, right? So magnitude of the second line, the perpendicular line, will be 1 by 2 m2. Now what we have to do is, because this is magnitude, see, we can easily find out the equation y equals to mx plus c, where m is what? 1 by 2 x plus c we don't know, right? To find out the c, we'll be using this coordinate. Coordinate is here, so we can put the value of x as 3 and y as minus 1. So if I put the value of x and y over here, so I'll be getting my coordinates. Let me check. So this will be actually equals to minus 1 equals to 3 by 2 plus of c, and c will be equals to minus 1 minus of 3 by 2. So if we solve this one using this method, minus 2 minus of 3, so it's minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2 can be also written as 2.5 minus 2.5. So where does this line passes? Magnitude, we already got the magnitude as 1 by 2, but where does this line passes through? See, definitely this line will pass through somewhere 2.5, right? That's what we got it, right? C is what? Where the line passes through, where the line cuts the y-axis. So it will be going like this one. So what did you understand from this? When two lines are perpendicular, so their magnitude relation is m1 times m2 equals to minus 1. If one of the magnitude is given, you can easily find out the another one. Okay, and if the coordinates also given, you can find out the line passes through which at what point through y. So this was some of the basics of line. In the part 2, I'll be discussing about the curve. Thank you so much.